Hey, everybody, and welcome to Element 18. Today, we are talking about work and career. And again, this is the section where it's very personal, but yet there's no face attached to the other side of the message. So, when we're talking about work and career, the thing that I like to keep in mind is that it's so personal, and yet it is such a reflection of who we are because it is an expression of our passion, which is if you've taken our other courses, some of our other courses, when we've talked about forgiveness and worthiness and things like that, we've talked about how important it is to be able to have that expression of of your passion. And so when we look at it in terms of guidance and hidden messages, your work is an expression of you. So when you put that energy out there and it goes and it mingles and it bumps into other energies, and what's returned to you is a message. So if that message is great success, there's your message. If the response is conflict or continual theme of problems, whether it's, financial problems or not getting paid or conflict among coworkers and things like that. Or just not having feelings of unfulfillment. Those are some of the messages that, oh, well, I just need a different job. Well, that might be true, but you need to look at what's underneath that message and what is it that you're looking to fulfill in that job. Is it just to get a paycheck? That's something to look at. Is it I feel that I'm unworthy, so I need to have my work show me my worthiness? That's yet another message. So there's again, it become the work and career become almost an entity in and of themselves that you communicate with and you develop a relationship with, and then you are able to get messages back from that based on the energy you send out to it. So there's a lot intermingled in there. There's how you feel about yourself, there's how you feel about what you do, there's how you think other people think about what you do. All that goes into what you do for work or what you consider your career. And a lot of times I work at this, but I believe my career should be this. So then you get into that inequality of beliefs there of where you're spending your energy versus where you're spending your passion. That can be yet another message. And what I find with this is that just hopping from job to job to job or different work or changing the name of the company but not changing the responsibility, you tend to recreate those same messages that you've yet to hear for yourself in the prior ones. So just like with relationships, it's best to resolve any issues you have through the messages with a particular set of circumstances work wise before you move to a different position or circumstances. Otherwise, you just uproot all those problems and just reinsert them, and you'll just receive the same messages, maybe just different faces, different environment, but it's the same message. So, given that it is a reflection of your passions, I would think that a lot of times the energies that are the messages that are received back tend to be on that passionate side, tend to be on that very important because that's how you support yourself. That's how you support potentially a family. That's where you find your fulfillment. That's where you sometimes get your value ascription. So the messages coming from this all tend to be, in my opinion, in that vein of what messages am I sending back to myself? what messages of you're not expressing your passion potentially, or you feel that it's these people's opinions are too valuable and your opinion is actually more valuable. Those are some of the examples that I would think could be easily seen in messages coming from work and career. And another factor or facet of this messages is a lot of times you're presented with opportunities over and over and over, and you really don't understand it. Maybe that's your way of saying this is where your passion should lead you or could lead you. Try this. Try this. It doesn't always have to be don't do this, don't do that, or you're not doing this, but try this. The universe, you, is providing you with this opportunity. So the messages here can be so expansive from a perspective of opportunity to try new and different things that I think it's a very important channel of communication with ourselves. And we've created it um, by attaching money to it to show how important it is and that it deserves our attention. Not that any of these don't deserve it because it's us speaking to us, but this one we've made extra important since that's how we believe we support ourselves. So when we work through our workbook, it'll be interesting to see how you see things differently now, having worked through the foundations and then all the elements that we've come up to here to see where you can go, just like with the V8. I should have seen that guidance. So on that note, let's do the clearing. All right, so now let's read the clearing statement for the homeworld section. I am ready, willing, and able to connect with my guidance from my holistic expanded consciousness. I allow the guidance from my personal home world to be recognized easily, crystal clear, and free of judgment in every moment. I commit to hear and listen to it. So go ahead and sit back and get comfortable. Close your eyes. Take that deep breath in. Connect to the energy and vibration of that clearing statement, all while we connect in with wholeness and open our hearts. And then allow the vibration of that statement to be our truth. Okay, take one last deep breath. Mm. Oh, that was nice. And I think that each time we do that, you're going to notice and see more connections being made, and that this energy will just grow and build upon itself. So thanks for joining, and we'll see you on the next element. Bye bye.